social distancing. Megan,
Yes?
are you ready
For what?
to make Asics great again?
Yes, I am.
Today we got the Gel Cumulus 22. Now I know people weren't asking for this shoe. It's like, Jamie, we want the Endorphin series review. We want the Alpha Fly review. We want the Meta Racer review. Well, we gonna get something better. We gonna get a whole lot of gel. And you know your boy loves the gel. Gel is life. And Asics brought to us the newest line in the Cumulus series. 22.
Wow.
22. How many shoes have 22 series on?
I don't know. Maybe.
Pegasus.
Yeah, Pegasus has like 30 some. What about Brooks? Does Brooks have?
Brooks goes 12.
12.
It ain't close. Asics is the only brand I know that has consistent, continuous series of shoes. The Kayano, the Nimbus, and of course, the Cumulus, which is what we have today. Now, let's just start off with the upper. We got your basic, yet effective, functional, engineered mesh. And I know people always said Asics fits kind of tight, they're narrow, they're all that. This one fit me the way I expected it to fit me.
Finally.
What do you mean finally?
I just haven't been able to wear Asics for a while just because of that fit. But hey, this one's good.
Asics is listening.
This is good.
Asics is back there listening to all the rants and all the things we've been saying the past years, and I think they're finally getting it right.
Yeah.
It's still snug in the midfoot like it should be, but the toe box isn't like claustrophobic. It's not constraining your foot till you can't breathe. It's not putting you in a headlock and saying, what you gonna do next? What you gonna do now? It's letting us free the toes.
Free the toes.
And that's what I like about this fit. And the mesh is simple. Yeah, it has a little stretch to it. A little stretch.
And breathable too.
Breathable. I mean, it's one of those shoes where it doesn't do anything fancy, but it does what it needs to do. It has to get the job done. Everything else, the overlays, keeps the structure, the heel cup, pretty sturdy, nothing too crazy, but you know, it's about what you expect. It's secure. Across the top here, you got a little bit of cushion around the ankle collar, around the heel cup. It's comfortable. How do you feel? Was it too much? Was it just enough?
No, I felt like it was a very comfortable shoe. Like it was just like what I wanted a basic shoe to feel like.
I think this is what kind of fits the mold of the shoe. This is a basic all-arounder shoe.
Yeah.
It does nothing fantastic. It doesn't make you very fast. It's not a super high cushion shoe. It's not super responsive or super soft. It's like the middle of all that.
Yeah, it's just if you just want the basic shoe, that's a good shoe for it. I mean, some people just say, hey, just keep it simple. I just want a simple shoe. There you go.
Very much simple. So this shoe kind of goes into those categories of the Brooks Goes, the New Balance 880, the Saucony Ride. It's that all-around shoe. And typically the Cumulus line, I know I'm an Asics guy, but we kind of miss slacking. Like compared to those shoes, we're always a little heavier, a little stiffer, a little clunkier, but no more.
No more.
This shoe felt, I don't have the specs on me right now, but as far as how it felt on foot, much lighter than the last year's.
It brought it back.
Much lighter. Like, I tried the Nimbus 22. I said, this is a good shoe.
Yeah.
The Nimbus Light was like, oh, this is where it should be. To me, this is like the Cumulus Light. This could be the Cumulus 21 Light, but they went with the 22. They call it what you want. This is much lighter than the 21.
I mean, at that point, why would you put a second shoe in that category and just not make the main shoe what it is? Light.
Facts.
Yeah, we want light shoes.
Everybody wants light shoe. No one wants the heavy shoe. No one raises their hand and say, who wants a heavy shoe? Raise your hand.
I'm sure there's someone out there.
Put your hand down.
Oh.
One.
They've been told.
But let's get into what people want to know about, and that is the cushioning.
The cushioning.
In this setup, you have the flight foam with the combination of forefoot and heel gel.
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 Gel. Tell us about gel, Jamie.
Now, gel is the meaning of life when it comes to running shoes.
Apparently.
People say, oh, it's outdated. It's like Chuck Taylors. It's like Jordans. It's like those classic cars. It's a classic for a reason. Never go out of style. Put some respect on the gel. Now, cushioning wise on foot, it wasn't stiff.
No, finally.
Finally. I will give you that one. Finally.
Okay,
It wasn't
thanks.
stiff. It had a little, look at that.
Yeah.
It bends.
It
The
bends.
shoe bends.
I like that.
Asics, what are we doing now?
Makes my feet happy.
The shoe's bending. It feels, now, you know, you have neutral shoes and stability shoes. Asics is the only line of shoes where I feel like I can't tell the difference sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, the Nimbus feels like the Kayano and the GT 2000 and the
Yeah, the stability shoes should be stiffer than neutral, but they were all feeling kind of stiff, but not in this one.
Now we have a defined difference. And I'm liking everything about it. Cushioning wise, it can go for the long run. It can go for the short runs. Like I said, it's kind of that middle shoe. If you're like, I only have enough money for one shoe, I'm not sure if I'm going fast or long that day, this is just a safe bet.
Go for the mid-range.
This is the mid-range daily trainer. This is the prototype poster child daily trainer. Now, people want to know, Brooks Goes, 880s, Cumulus, Ride. Do you ever had a preference in the past as far as what you preferred?
You know, I couldn't tell you. I haven't ran in that mid-range shoe in a really long time. Kind of stick to really light shoes.
This is her way of saying that she ain't basic and she has some fancy shoes.
No.
I have respect for the game when it comes to the all-around shoes, and this one's definitely a step in the right direction. Asics is honing it down. Asics is finally listening. Outsole, high abrasion rubber, flex grooves. Am I boring you yet?
I mean, it's just what the shoe is.
It's rubber.
It's
it
rubber.
grips. I found that it gripped well on
Carpet.
carpet.
Stay safe out there.
Well, I mean, I got a little bit of road running on this shoe,
Okay.
but as you know, this whole, social distancing and you can't really go outside. And where are you going?
Socially distancing myself.
Do I have the corona? I don't think I got it.
Is that how you can tell?
I don't know. I watch a lot of conspiracy theories on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, you got to try it on, since we can't go outside outdoors and really get like the high mileage as far as like on the lake and the, concrete and the, the gravel. How do you feel about how it performed indoors?
Well, it's a comfortable shoe. It didn't bother my feet, so that's nice. I sometimes have picky feet, just android feet, right, from having surgery and pins in them. So I like that seamless upper, no hot spots. Probably a little bit more cushion than I typically would go for, but if I was into these more cushiony shoes, I would definitely, say this is a really good option.
So as far as like indoor activities, you think it performed well in the scenario that we're currently in?
Yep, I had a good carpet run today around my apartment, a couple laps,
Okay.
and then, doing exercises like burpees and squats and mountain climbers. It worked out pretty well for that,
How was the traction?
Traction was great. It gripped the carpet really well.
Nice.
The vinyl floors, no slippage, even though there was a little bit of water, some spots from doing the dishes. But I didn't feel any slipping at all. When I was doing my exercises, I had no heel slippage, so that was a good sign. Yeah. So good overall workout shoe too.
I would say when it comes to indoor, like this shoe is one of the top-notch social distancing shoes out there in the market.
Yes. Shelter in place, people. Wash your hands and stay safe.
Well done.
Hashtag Corona.
As far as being an outdoor shoe, I think it's right with the pack.
Good.
I don't think it's gonna leave anybody, want to impress anyone to go, wow, this is amazing. No, but it's where it should be, which is a lot better than what it was.
I think it's going to be a really good training shoe option for people who want that mid-range cushion
All right.
in there.
Personally, I like it better than Brooks Ghost. It just does more for me. I like the fit better. I'm still going to lean towards the 880 as far as that overall daily training shoe. That one also costs about $15 more.
Okay.
It's like $135. This is $120. So
Is that the same as the Brooks Ghost?
Brooks Ghost is $130.
Oh. Okay.
So we're kind of at that point where now their price is kind of showing a little difference too. So
Yeah.
back in the day, long time ago, for you young ones, these shoes were $120, all of them.
Yeah.
The Pegasus was like $110 at one point.
What is it now?
I think they're $120.
Oh.
So I think it's going up about $10.
Yep.
So as far as that price range of $120, is probably this and the Saucony Ride.
You know, this does remind me of when I ran in the Pegasus back like 10 years ago. This shoe kind of reminds me of that. And I really like the Pegasus, so.
I feel like that could have been a diss about saying like they're still behind the times.
I don't know. I really liked that shoe though. It worked really well for me.
Okay, make sure you weren't being disrespectful because
No.
I'm very sensitive when it comes to the
You
whole.
know, I actually like the older Pegasus better than the newer ones.
Please
No.
don't unsubscribe. They love the Pegasus. Don't do that to them.
They're great shoes though, but I've always loved the Pegasus.
I did too.
Yeah.
For those who are part of the Making Asics Great Again committee, I thank you. We're still strong. We're still here. We are still making moves. For those who don't understand and don't care, you can leave. But before you do, hit that like button.
And subscribe.
And if you did not like this video, hit the dislike button twice.
Yeah, I get it.
And with that said, be sure to, well, you can't stay in school now because all the schools are closed down.
Stay online school.
Don't log out.
Don't log out.
And unless you're sick with coronavirus, don't do drugs,
Don't do illegal drugs.
depending on what state you're in or country. Providence.
And keep it tight.
That's universal.
Yes, you can do that
Keep it tight.
all the time.
Wash your hands.
And don't buy all the toilet paper. Save some for me. And bread.